Welcome to stream here, live 18. We're just a few days away. Let's see, today is Friday, the 26th. Yep, we got just what, 4 more days now? 3 more, like whole days, I guess, to get through before MLB 19 will be out here. And my pre-order is in. I'm pretty sure over the weekend, how it usually works, you got a digital pre-order like that going on sometime, probably Saturday night or something like that. I'm guessing uh, the game itself will auto download in. If you're a Plus subscriber, I think that's what you have to have for that to work for you. Anyway, I do, so it will. Um, and then we'll be jumping out. And, I've been kind of up and down, on and off with 18 here for this. I mean, I didn't even play for a couple of months once we got through the actual baseball season. I had it a physical copy. I just traded it back off to to GameStop, and then, it's a couple of months later I realized I missed playing it. So I got it on sale off the PS Store. So I've been back into it. Anyway, I'm not going to give you too much more talking. I'm going to try to do the same thing I pretty much did last night. Um, just waited 2 extra seconds. Too long there to hit the button. Give you a little road to the show, a little franchise. Road to the show and franchise is still in spring training. Today's date, March 22nd. Okay.
Now from Coors Field.
All right, we can get out of that. Sorry about that. All right. So anyway, we could go just by today's date, Friday the 22nd of March. And then, I don't know, if everything's working well, I will then head on out and do team against the MLB team there. I gotta check out my team epics there, which are no big deal. It just gives me an excuse to play them on rookie or veteran, sometimes all star. That's all. Just gives me a chance to play. All right, so we're gonna head into the show first. I'm pretty sure I can still. Sorry, I know that blue screen here for a couple, or blue screen you were there for a couple of minutes while it loaded the file. Yeah, it's kind of a pain in the ass. Um, but yeah, so we're heading on out here to the Braves. All right, so that's it. That's enough talking for right now. I'll check back in after this short game is played.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today it's Grapefruit League action between the Atlanta Braves and the St. Louis Cardinals. Digging in, Roy Hobbs, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch. And that one right down Main Street.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting one out could be a challenge.
So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, He'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
Ready to take his hacks again, Colton Wong, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Hobbs coasts under it, and they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch. So ready for another chance, Roy Hobbs.
Roy Hobbs.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that one stayed too low apparently. One out, nobody on. A ball and a strike. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Sinker. 3-2 now.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Stepping up now, Roy Hobbs. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. On its way is pitch number 75. There's the sinker to start him out, missing down and away for ball 1. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Now the 2-1. It's hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, as it's now an 8-5 ball game.
As a fellow once said, the only park that ball wouldn't have made it out of is Yellowstone. Everyone knows he's got plenty of thump in his bat, but come on. I'm not sure that ball's even come down yet.
Kelby Tomlinson will get a chance with a runner in scoring position.
Wow, that was a fun one to watch. A great game for guys with the sticks, but for pitchers, not so much. A classic slugfest, and they walk away on top in the end.
A 12-11 final in this ball game. The Redbirds came out swinging with a huge first inning that really set them up well. Mike Leake earns the victory on the mound. Julio Teheran permitted 6 Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, a spring training matchup between the Yankees and the Minnesota Twins. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, we all know it. The man to watch, Giancarlo Stanton. We all know he's just a great baseball player. He's one of the elite players in the game, and it's always a privilege to see him do his thing. Hopefully, he does just that in this one.
Jose Barrios, the right-hander out of Puerto Rico, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
If you want to pick up a win as a starting pitcher, you have to go 5 innings to get the win, and that's just what he did in the last one. I'm sure he'd like to be out there for a little bit longer in this one.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And let's focus our attention on second baseman Brian Dozier. We know what he can do from the offensive standpoint, light tower power. But he doesn't get enough credit for his defense, his ability to manipulate the bag and do all this while his hair never moves.
Stepping up to the plate, Brett Gardner. He will lead this one off today.
For the Yankees, center fielder, Brett Gardner.
First delivery to him on the way. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Lifetime against Jose Barrios, just a 1 for 9. And it's fouled away. Here's the... And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Our temperature, hot but not overly hot, 87 degrees here at first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Buxton moves over. He's got it 1 away.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that 2-seam fastball.
2 balls and no strikes. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summerskill.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summerskill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, D-Row. The more that I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
Let it rip that time 3-0, but the fastball's by him 3-1.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Full count still. Now a drive by Judge. Deep left field. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo home run there for Aaron Judge as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
What an amazing home run we just witnessed, and lucky for us, we're going to take a look at it again with Show Track. And as the numbers come in, the projected distance of that blast, over 490 feet. That's right up there with the longest home runs we've ever seen.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
Don't think for 1 second, after giving up already one homer, that he doesn't know where this lineup's headed. He's going to have to face the real sluggers right now, and he's going to have to execute.
2 balls and a strike to count. Now the 2-1. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
1 out, nobody on. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
High in the air out to center field. Buxton moves over. 2 gone.
Batting fourth, designated hitter, Gary.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Gary Sanchez, the American League's silver slugger behind the plate a year ago. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Sanchez is undoubtedly one of the best hitters in baseball, especially against right-handed pitching. He tends to hit for both power and average, so he's certainly a big threat in matchups like these.
Yeah, you could tell he is just super confident against right-handed guys. You know, sometimes it's coincidence. Sometimes it's you don't see many lefties, Matty. But bottom.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Yankees are off and running early thanks to the solo home run. On to the bottom of the first. Now 1-0 Yanks. Into the box, Byron Buxton. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Twins.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Byron Buxton.
Grounded down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And now a pitch on the way. A wave and a miss. A tick behind a good fastball. Drilled on the ground to short. Wade right there. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting second, the shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
So stepping in, Jorge Polanco. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. To first. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. Here's Brian Dozier now. Career numbers against Sonny Gray. He hits at a .364 clip. 2 of those hits were for home runs. The windup and the 0-1. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
And he fouls this one off. The next 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Down go the Twins in order. They still trail 1-0. So coming to the plate, Brendan Drury, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. And at least he held up. He must have been guessing.
1-1 the count now. Tapped out in front of home. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Now at the plate, Greg Bird, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. A ball and a strike now to Bird. Yankees lead this 1-0 here in inning number 2. To 1-2 now. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Pitch on the way. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm action on it and bury something in the dirt. Try and get a swing and a miss.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. The next 0-2. And he rolls over on that one. Foul. It's still 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he looks at a ball. 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Leading off the inning, Miguel Sano, and they'll need him to get something going here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Hits this one hard the other way, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, I can't imagine that's the pitch he was looking for right there. But he did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Sano gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Rosario behind with an 0-2 count.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
A little bouncer. He'll try again. 1-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there. But if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down. Maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Nobody out, runner on first. started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Batting 6th, right fielder
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. Career numbers against Sonny Gray. He's 1 for 5. From the stretch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Hey, there's no waiting around trying to work this guy into deep counts and get into the bullpen. This is a mid-90s fastball guy who loves that pitch and is aggressive and comes right at you. I would assume the offense is going to have a similar approach.
Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Another 0-2 coming. Fouled off.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. There's Peterson. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We've played 2 full. It's the Yankees 1 and the Twins nothing. And that'll bring up Tyler Wade.
leading off for the Yankees.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a curveball right on the corner. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Batting ninth, the catcher number 28.
Ready now, Austin Romine. Lifetime against Jose Barrios. He's 1 for 4. Hard liner to center field. And he'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the third.
Now batting number 11, center fielder Frank Gardner.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Brett Gardner. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Two out, nobody on. Two balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man. 3-1 now to Brett Gardner.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And not the kind of swing you're looking for. 3-1 as it runs to a full count now. 3-2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, but they're up 1-0. Leading off the inning, Jesus Aguilar, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses. Three and 0 now.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
And that's finally over for a strike.
1 strike.
And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
Well, there's only a 1-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. Career numbers against Sonny Gray. He hits at a .364 clip. He's taken him deep once. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 0-1 the count. Comes set, and the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Squared that one up just a little late. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And another foul ball. Aguilar aboard here at first with nobody out. On a rope to the second baseman, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
Now batting, center fielder, Byron Buxton.
Here's Byron Buxton now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
So he racks up the breaking ball. Byron Buxton becomes the second out in the bottom of the 3rd. In now, Jorge Polanco. And he lays off there, 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Fly ball right down the line in left. And Stanton will put this one away, and the inning is over. 1 left for Minnesota. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Digging in, Aaron Judge. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
To show you how strong this guy is, he hit that last off-speed pitch over 400 feet, so the pitcher wasn't supplying most of the power there. This is a really strong hitter.
Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. And it's gone as they add still another. So a solo shot here to left center field, his second home run of the game, and this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Now back, left fielder.
Giancarlo Stanton now.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. And that one stayed up a little high. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 now.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
No offer from Stanton. It's ball 4, so he'll head down to first. Gary Sanchez. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Buxton coasts under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. At the plate, Brendan Drury. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Drury stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He was a 13th round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Popped him up. Polanco moving to his left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Well, the shortstop's got him played perfectly as he takes this in for the 3rd out. Yankees do get 1 on the solo homer. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 2-0 New York. Stepping into the box, Brian Dozier set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here's a strike.
0-1.
And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Here's Miguel Sano. As here's a strike from Gray to put him in the hole. 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are two away now.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
Here comes the first pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Here's a huge swing by Rosario and a deep drive to right field. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. But not before the Twins get one, and it comes on this solo home run. We played 4, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. In now, Jace Peterson. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
James Peterson.
Now here's the pitch. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He's going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Dozier has it, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter.
Digging in, Tyler Wade. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch coming, here it is. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in, he's able to drive that for a nice single.
Stepping in now, Austin Romine, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
He's running. Pitch inside the throw. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. The 1-2 is a curveball taken low for a ball.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Brett Gardner will be next. Hits this one hard the other way. Dozier fields it cleanly. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Here's Brett Gardner now. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. A ball and no strikes. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Now the 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Line drive to center field. In there. Base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Outside of taking a ball in the seats, Dan, these were my favorite knocks to get. 2 outs, man on third, and you're able to upset that entire team, including that pitcher, with a late 2-out ribby knock.
And so frustrating from a pitcher standpoint, D-Roy. You're in trouble. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of some trouble. Make 1 bad pitch, a base hit. The inning continues, and another run batted in.
Here's big Aaron Judge, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in 1 game. His last at bat, his 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
And he'll dive back in. The 1-0 delivery. A pitch out. The throw. And they'll nail him at second on a brilliant. Wade LeBlanc will come on and get some work as he makes his 2nd appearance so far this spring. Leading off the inning, Ian Kinsler, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The 0-2 once more is taken. That's ball 1.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone. And then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
In there, 0-1. Aguilar, formerly property of the Milwaukee Brewers. He was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. LeBlanc, a native of Louisiana, the Bayou State. He was taken in the 2nd round during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
The next twin up, Jason Castro. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Luis Cessa is going to come on now as he's already up to 10 appearances here in the spring. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Ground ball right side. Peterson has it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 5 innings complete. The Yankees are out in front, 3-1. Michael Pineda takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 35, Michael Pineda.
Aaron Judge will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Head-to-head against Michael Pineda. Just a 1-for-12 career line. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Buxton looking up. And it's gone. A solo home run here off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton as the Yankees have taken a 4-1 lead.
Well, how do you beat the shift? You hit it over the shift, of course. You can't play guys up in the sky, so he lifts this one up and out of here.
Into the box, Gary Sanchez. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. Now this one's crushed. Left field line. And this is called a foul ball. Maybe by a matter of inches that time. And now we're going to get a stoppage here as the 4 umpires will gather together near third base to discuss whether or not that was really a foul ball. And remember now, if there's any uncertainty, the umpires can go inside to get a look at the video feed from headquarters in New York. And I believe that's exactly what they're going to do. We'll give you a look at this from our own cameras and let you make the call for yourself. Okay, the umpires have emerged from the dugout with the ruling. And it is going to remain up right the first time, but if there's any doubt, go inside and get this thing right. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. Brandon Drury will bat next. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Standing in now, Greg Bird, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. Head-to-head against Michael Pineda. He's had some success, 5 for 11. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Played on the backhand. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Yanks able to add on one more via the solo home run. Bottom of the sixth is straight ahead. It's now 4-1 New York. Here's Byron Buxton now. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Sent on the ground out to second. Peterson fields it cleanly, and a good throw gets him one gone. Ready for another shot now. Jorge Polanco. He's bounced out and flown out in his first two plate appearances. Marshall Cortez enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 34, Marshall Cortez.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Pitch popped up. Wade shading to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. Digging in to try it again, Brian Dozier. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. Sixth inning. 4-1 is our score. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1.
This is the big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
Now the 2-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Judge ranging back, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall, and he'll make it to second base now with two gone.
Well, unfortunately, being close isn't quite good enough most of the time. Love the effort in the outfield, and he was close to making that play, but instead it's a double. That's a risky play, though. Could have been a lot worse than a double.
Here's Miguel Sano, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Danger averted following the two-out double. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Dietrich Enns is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Digging in once again, Jace Peterson. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Matt Reynolds is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. Reynolds, 28 years old. He was taken in the second round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Lays off. 2-2 now.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Just hung in there on that one. The 2-2 one more time. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. So that's how they'll start out their half of the 7th inning.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
And that'll bring up Tyler Wade. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed. Strike 1. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. The 1-1 is strike 2, swinging. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. On a rope to the second baseman, and the runner gets back. No double play.
The catcher, number 28, Austin Romine.
So striding in, Austin Romine. He was a ground-out victim last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit high and deep to right center. Buxton is after it. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Now batting, number 11, center fielder, Brett Gardner.
Ready once again, Brett Gardner. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. Aaron Hicks will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. The 1-0 is a changeup that gets him off balance for a strike. Reynolds, the runner at first with 2 gone. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Now the 2-1. Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Missed with a slider.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
He sends it out to left field. Well hit.
Gone!
It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and it's now a 6-1 ball game. Coming to the plate now, Aaron Judge, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A curveball that catches the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing, and this is also hit well out to deep center, and it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his 3rd home run of the ball game, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Well, talk about having a day. 3 home runs in one game. We've heard about the hat trick in hockey, but it's awfully hard to do that in a baseball game.
Up next for the
Giancarlo Stanton now.
left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
On a line, that's a base hit. Also, that 2-out success means Gary Sanchez will get to hit here.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Into the box now, Gary Sanchez, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez. 3 runs already home here. One and two to the Yankees catcher.
1 and 2.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Scooped up, throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. Matt Reynolds will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Now playing second base, number 17.
Aaron Hicks will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center. Aroldis Chapman gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Robert Geary is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Jonathan Holder takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame. This one is fouled away up to the concourse area. Holder has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they'd love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself. And this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Lloyd Anders becomes out number 2 this inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one just missed outside. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he takes a called strike 2.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They're down 7. Lloyd Anders will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Trevor May comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Brandon Drury will bat next. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good swing, but a late one as it's fouled off to the left. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. 2 balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman. Swing and a line drive, but this will be foul. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2. Matt Reynolds is on deck. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8. And here to hit now is Matt Reynolds. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Popped him up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The 2-2. is looked at, and the count moves full. Tyler Wade would be next. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Here comes the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Here comes the 1-0. Fly ball right down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. And this one gets away. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. The 2-1. Runners on the move for second. Swing hard liner to left center. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. One left for the Yankees. They're on top 7-1. Up next for Minnesota, Jesus Aguilar. He went down on strikes last time up.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Pitch on the way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge is on his horse. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, catcher.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike one. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Drilled down the line, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. Zach Granite will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Too low, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Now, when you've got a 6-run lead out there, there's no reason not to go right at guys. You have to keep attacking the zone.
2-1 now to the Twins leadoff man. Split-fingered fastball, but that misses, and it's 3-1. Jorge Polanco would be next. Down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Down go the Twins in order. They're down 7-1. Zach Granite will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center field.
Miles J. enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Now batting, Austin Romine. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First pitch on its way. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now a swing and a fly ball, but this will land out there just foul. The 2-2. He's at the knees and called strike 3. Now to the plate, Aaron Hicks. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
The windup and the 0-1. Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Boy, sure taking his sweet time down there at the plate. He'll step out yet again. 1 out, nobody on. Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses. 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
3-2 to the Yankees center fielder. Now the payoff pitch home. Count remains full. Oh, here's a shot out to right center. He's around first, heading for 2. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
The second this thing got past the outfielder, you knew it was at least a double, possibly a triple, but he turns on the afterburners and is safely into third.
Aaron Judge will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game, as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. No balls and a strike to count. Hicks stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Way in front of a great slider that time. Missed with a breaking ball.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Fouled away. The 2-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's an 8-1 ball game.
No, you try and execute a pitch, Dan. I'll leave you to answer that. But right there as a batter, you see the infield back. You take everything, all the variables into consideration. You're not trying to do too much. Anything on the ground that stays off the corners gets you an RBI. Now mix in the fact that it found the hole, and he's got a knock to go with it.
You know, it's so frustrating as a pitcher, D-Row. You think what you make is a good pitch, infield playing back, a ball is able to sneak through, a base hit and a run batted in. So close, but yet so far from getting out of that inning unscathed.
Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
3-0 to him now. Now the 3-0 offering is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense. Unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle, he's on point.
Runners on first with 1 down. He's running again. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. Judge rounds third and is digging for the plate. He comes across to score as they push their lead to 8 now. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Stepping in now, Kyle Higashioka. And a ball 1-0. The 1-0 is a slider that backs up for a ball.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Brandon Drury will bat next as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
2-1 the count. Can't connect there. It's 2-2. 1 out and a runner on second base. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
Now the 1-0. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Here he comes on 2-0. The count now at 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. The count now at 2-2. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And he missed with it there, ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
Okay, because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
First delivery to him on the way. And that one right down Main Street.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Grounder down the line at third, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Count remains at 0-2. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here, 1-2. The 1-2 hit pretty well out toward right center field. Chasing after it is Granite. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the. So striding forward now, Jorge Polanco starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Giovanni Gallegos is out from the bullpen now as he'll work in his 3rd game so far this spring. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. A swing and a ground ball to third. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. Mitch Garver will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2. One and 2 to the Twins catcher. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first will get him, and the Twins are now down to their final out.
Now batting, third baseman, Miguel.
Tuffy Gozowicz will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Final strike for the Twins. Chopped weakly to the left. Woolley has it on to first, and that will seal matters here this afternoon.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are 2 different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
10-1, the final lopsided score in this ball game. The New York Yankees sent 5 balls over the wall to come out on top in this one. Sonny Gray gets the W on the mound. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
Our final line score this afternoon, first for the victorious Yankees. 10 runs on 14 hits. No errors.